Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're talking about something very deep, very personal, and something that affects almost everyone, whether you realize it or not. Have you ever had a thought that felt so real, so convincing, that you believed it must be from God? A voice inside saying, "You're not good enough. You've failed too many times. God is disappointed in you." And you believed it. You accepted it as truth. But what if I told you, not every voice in your mind is from God? Today, we're uncovering one of the most dangerous spiritual lies. The lie you think is from God, but actually isn't. Stay with me till the end, because this might completely change how you hear God's voice. Every day, we hear voices, not out loud, but inside our minds. Some are encouraging, some are discouraging, some bring peace, some bring fear. And the dangerous part is this: we don't always question where those voices come from. We just assume. If it sounds serious, if it sounds spiritual, if it makes us feel guilty, we think, this must be God correcting me. But here's the truth. Just because a thought feels powerful doesn't mean it's from God. Feelings can be loud, but truth is consistent. And if we don't learn to discern, we can end up believing lies that shape our entire life. One of the most common lies people believe is this: I've messed up too much. God doesn't want me anymore. This lie often comes after failure, after mistakes, after moments when you feel ashamed. You try to pray, but something stops you. You want to come back, but you feel unworthy. And a voice whispers, "Don't even try. God is done with you." That voice feels heavy. It feels serious. It even feels spiritual. But it's not. Because that voice pushes you away from God. And anything that pushes you away from God cannot be from God. Let that sink in. God does not tell his children to stay away from him. So what does God's voice actually sound like? God's voice brings conviction, but not condemnation. Conviction says, yes, you made a mistake, but come back. Condemnation says, you made a mistake. Now stay away. God corrects, but with love. He points out the wrong, but also shows the way back. His voice restores, it heals, it invites. Even when God challenges you, there is still peace in it. There is still hope in it, because God never removes his love from you. So if a thought fills you with shame, with hopelessness, with fear, that is not God speaking, because God's voice may be firm, but it is never cruel. This lie is not just wrong, it's dangerous, because it doesn't just affect your thoughts, it affects your relationship with God. When you believe, God doesn't want me, you stop praying, you stop seeking, you start pulling away, and slowly, you create distance. The enemy doesn't always attack you with obvious lies. Sometimes the lies sound close to truth, but lead you away from God, because if he can create distance between you and God, he doesn't need to do anything else. So how do you know if a thought is from God? Ask yourself, does this thought bring me closer to God, or push me away? Does it bring peace or fear? Does it remind me of love, or fill me with shame? God's truth will always lead you back to him, always, even when you fall, even when you fail, even when you feel unworthy. God's voice says, come back, not stay away. When that lie comes again, and it will, you need to replace it with truth. When you hear, God is done with you, say, God is still working on me. When you hear, I'm too far gone, say, I am never beyond his grace. Truth is your weapon, and the more you speak truth, the weaker the lie becomes. So, the next time you hear that voice telling you you're not enough, pause. Don't accept it immediately. Ask yourself, is this really from God? Because his voice doesn't accuse, it invites. It doesn't condemn, it restores. And no matter where you are right now, God is still calling you closer. If this message spoke to you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. I choose truth over lies. And remember, not every voice you hear is God. So choose carefully what you believe.